Hi, this is Jahangir. Based on my past experience in synchronous online teaching, in this video, I will give you a complete picture to teach synchronously online using my pedagogy. In addition, I will work through the related teaching aids for active learning using advanced technology. This video is useful, particularly for a novice, but also for someone already part way up the learning curve. Whatever teaching approach you use, in this video, you'll find ideas to incorporate into teaching. Let's get started. Now I am going to talk about the chapters that I use to create a timestamp. This timestamp helps you to watch this video part by part instead of watching the full video. First, in this video, I will explain why am I interested in creating this video. Second, talk about steps and aids to deliver lectures online. Third, describe how do I effectively teach online. Fourth, talk about how to edit and publish recorded videos. Finally, I will focus on several technical issues. You may ask, why am I interested in creating this video? With the current situation of the coronavirus pandemic, as a faculty, we have to be flexible to teach face-to-face, online, or hybrid. Whatever approach we follow, the ultimate goal would be to achieve the best learning outcomes. Even though we prefer face-to-face teaching, I believe, based on my students' feedback, by using advanced technology and with active interaction, including formative assessment, we are able to attain our expected learning outcomes in synchronous online classes. In addition, to maintain social distancing in face-to-face teaching, the university does not have the facilities for large-size classes. Therefore, we have to teach either online or hybrid. In this video, I focus on my pedagogy for synchronous online teaching that could be used in hybrid teaching. Any feedback and comments are highly appreciated. Now I am going to show you the steps and aids to deliver lectures. Step 1. Start a Zoom meeting. Step 2. Add-ons. Pear Deck on Google Slide. Step 3. Start a Screencastify recording. Here, select desktop without video. We select this desktop option because we might use multiple websites during our lecture. We need this Screencastify recording to use these 3 spotlight options during our lectures. Step 4. Use the Start Lesson option on Pear Deck instead of the presentation option on Google Slide. This is a teacher dashboard which is used to privately view individual students' responses. This is a classroom projector which is used to show slides. Now we are ready to start our class. Step 5. Turn on Zoom screen sharing and recording. For sharing Zoom screen, it would be better to select the advanced option. This will help us to share a part of the window screen. Now I am going to explain how do I teach online effectively. To explain concepts both in face-to-face and online classes, I use Google Slides. Here is the standard slide to explain concepts. I think I do not need to explain these type of slides. Since I teach economics for this presentation, I use the content of the slides from economics. Sometimes in economics, we need to create this type of graph, which can be prepared in 2 to 3 minutes using the Google Economics graph template that I will show you later. We might use this template to create graphs for other disciplines. Again, I come back. How do I teach online effectively? Like face-to-face classes, in my online teaching, I solve problems and write notes on a whiteboard. To deliver this pedagogy, I use Google Slides, Zoom, Jamboard, and Wacom tablet or tablet with a stylize. Later, I will show you in detail how to use these teaching aids. This slide is similar to standard slides. I use this slide to solve this problem on a whiteboard. Later, I will show you how we could write Latex equations on Google Slides. To solve problems in online teaching, I could use Zoom annotation, as well as Zoom whiteboard. However, I prefer to use Jamboard because I can use problems from Google Slides on Jamboard. Now I am going to show you this slide on Jamboard. This is Google Jamboard. I should point out here that we are not able to write problems like these if we use the whiteboard in Zoom. Here, using my Wacom tablet, you can see I can draw graphs, write notes, and solve problems. Again, I come back. How do I teach online effectively? To ensure student learning and engagement in my online classes, I ask students individually to write notes or solve problems, and I check those in real time. For this pedagogy, I use Google Slides and Pear Deck. Later, I will show you in detail how to use Pear Deck. Here is the sample slide to ask students for solving problems by using their phone or tablet. To show you this, I sign in as a student using my iPhone and my wife's iPad. This is the classroom projector. If I write something on iPhone and iPad, then we could see that on my computer in real time. This is the way we could check their solution anonymously in real time in different layout. In addition, to stop them writing, we could use the lock screen option. Now I am going to show you the teacher dashboard. Here we could check their solution individually with their names, as well as we could use the lock screen option. I should point out here that we always share the classroom projector. For more interaction, we could ask multiple choice questions and see their answer individually and the entire class. Again, I use my iPhone and iPad to answer this question. Again here, how do I teach online effectively? Like face-to-face class, in my online class, I conduct the entire class and group activities. For this pedagogy, I use Google Slides, Zoom polling and breakout rooms, and poll everywhere. Here I can also use Pear Deck. For the entire class activities, I use Zoom polling and poll everywhere. For the small group activities, I use the breakout rooms for group discussions as well as taking group quizzes by adding poll everywhere. Later, I will show you in detail how to use these tools. Here, we could use multiple choice questions, word cloud, Q&A, survey, and more. We could get feedback from students using the Pear Deck template library. Again, if I write on my iPhone and iPad, then we could see that on my computer in real time. Now the question is, how do we decide which teaching aids we should use? If we want to check students' understanding individually, then my suggestion would be to use Pear Deck. Again, I come back to this slide. Unlike face-to-face classes, I record my online classes to post on the learning management system. Students can watch this video again and again if they do not properly understand any concept. This is an additional tool that I use in my online teaching. For this pedagogy, I use iMovie, Screencastify, and YouTube. Specifically, to edit videos as a Mac user, I use iMovie, and I suggest to use Screencastify for non-Mac user or other software that you are comfortable with. Using iMovie and Screencastify, I will show you how to remove a part of video that you do not like and how to add a text. We have two options for publishing the recorded videos. First, we could publish on the learning management system as it is. Second, we could publish it on YouTube, including a closed captioning as well as timestamp, and then add the YouTube link to the learning management system. I added videos to the description below for creating a closed captioning and timestamp on YouTube. Now I'm going to briefly talk about technical issues. To know more about any specific technical issue, you could watch more videos to the description below. Here, I would like to talk about how to create graphs using Google Economics Graph template. Write Latex equations in Google Slides. Use Google Jamboard using Google Slides. Combine Google Slides and Pear Deck. Work with Zoom breakout rooms and poll everywhere. And show you how to edit videos using iMovie and Screencastify. Now I am going to show you how to create graphs using the economics graph template. Here is the template, and I added a link for this template to the discussion below. Here we have a graph, a number of figures or images that we use in economics graph. We also have text that can be used to label the graph and the axis. Here you can see I can change the text and get the image by using Ctrl D and put it into the graph. This template is very helpful to draw graphs. Now I will show you how we could write equations in LaTeX on Google Slides. You saw this slide before. I'm assuming that you know LaTeX good. To write this equation, we need to get add-ons to math equations. Then we write LaTeX code in this box and see the equation in the following box. Finally, we add this equation to the slide. If it is needed, we could change the equations that we wrote before. As I said before, for solving problems, I use Google Slides on Google Jamboard. First, we need to create a regular slide like this. Second, we need to download the slide as a JPEG image. Third, we need to get Google Jamboard from Google Apps. Finally, by adding that downloaded image from your drive, and using pen option from here, you can draw graphs, solve problems, and write notes. We also could erase, add new pages, include a sticky note, clear frame, and more options here. Now I am going to show you how to create an interactive slide using Google Slide and Pear Deck. First, we need to add on Pear Deck on our Google Slides as well as Pear Deck Power Up extension on our Google Chrome. Second, we need to create interactive slides using Pear Deck. To ask for solving a problem like these slides, as you saw before, I created these slides using the draw option. Let me show you this. To ask a question like this slide, I use the choice option. Let me show you this. To get feedback from students like this slide, I use the slide from the Pear Deck template library. Let me show you this. Now we are ready to present. Third, to start our presentation, we need to use the Start Lesson option on Pear Deck instead of the presentation option on Google Slide. Fourth, we need to select the lesson mode. Here I chose instructor-based activity. If we need to add the closed captioning, we need to choose that option very quickly at this stage. Finally, to join in this session, student will use this code on joinpd.com website. Now we could check different options for the teacher's dashboard, which is used to privately view students' responses. And classroom projector, which is used to show presentation. The presentation is similar to the regular presentations, except we could check students' response if there is a Pear Deck slide. I should point out here that if we do not care about the individual student's response, we could use Poll Everywhere on our Google slide by adding an extension to our Google Chrome. You could see Poll Everywhere on my Google slide. Here is the slide using Poll Everywhere. Now talk about Zoom breakout rooms and Poll Everywhere. As I said, I use the breakout rooms for group discussions as well as taking group quizzes by adding Poll Everywhere. Using the breakout rooms in Zoom, we could create groups either automatically or manually. To take a group quiz, we could write the questions on Poll Everywhere as we did before, and then send the link to the groups. We could use Poll Everywhere in other platforms. Using iMovie, now I am going to show you two editing tools that are important for teaching videos. To remove the part of a video that we do not like, we select the video on the timeline. Then we use the split clip option and delete it. There are several ways you could do this. Finally, to replace that part, we could recreate the video or add a text. To add a text on a video, we need to create a PNG image of that text and then add that PNG image above our video using picture in picture option of the overlay tab, and then set fit option of the cropping tab. After we finalized our video, we could upload it on the learning management system or on YouTube from iMovie. Using Screencastify, now I am going to show you two editing tools that are important for teaching videos. Using Screencastify, let me record a video and open it in the editor. To remove the part of a video that we do not like, we select the video on the timeline, then use the crop and cart options. Finally, to replace that part, we could recreate the video or add a text like this. After we finalize our video, we could upload it to the learning management system or on YouTube from Screencastify. I should mention here that if we are interested to upload on YouTube with a closed captioning, we could add our script. If we do not have any script, we could get an auto-generated closed captioning on YouTube and then check whether we need editing. To recap, in this video, I explained my teaching pedagogy for synchronous online teaching. I also worked through the related teaching aids for active learning using advanced technology. To keep the video short, I did not explain technical issues in detail. To know more about any specific technical issue, please watch the videos to the description below. I hope you did enjoy the video and got ideas to incorporate into teaching. Thanks for watching this video.